Oh, hello?
Hey, Jake, what are you doing right now?
Um, Currently fighting my Meridian shed. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm sitting in a baler. Do you know anything about baling?
I know a bit about baling more than I do garage doors. Yeah, I'll come help you with that instead of trying to fix this thing.
Yeah, it'd be really helpful. I got other things I need to do on the farm, like move the bales, and I'm kind of tired of sitting in this baler. I'll let you have at it if you want it.
Alrighty, what are you baling? Just straw?
Yeah, I'm baling. I'm trying to get ready. So I'm trying to get everything done, baled, and moved out of the way because I need to plant wheat.
Okay, well
Or
then
I either need to plant wheat or canola, either or.
let me run down there and I'll steal that baler from you and if you just need some help here through a bit more of the day, I'll be here to help.
Yeah, I'd like to get. Honestly, I would have preferred your help a little bit earlier when I was doing silage, but that's besides the point. I'd like to get tillage done on some of these areas because I also need to get a cover crop put over there where the tornado hit.
Oh, yeah.
So where the tornado hit, I decided just to take the silage chopper over there and just chop that area, and I'm gonna just put down a cover crop on it and let that sit till next year, and then disc that under and let it, see how that does.
I'm not going to be that guy to make fun of my own mistake, but that's quite a nice corn row you got there.
Yeah, I meant to take that down with the silage chopper, but I just kind of got bored. I'm not, no, I kind of just got sidetracked and ended up not taking it.
How it is what it is. I'm the one who planted it that way.
Listen, that's our test strip, okay?
Right, yes, test strip.
That's going to be the strip when we need to dial in the combine. That's going to be the strip we do it on.
Fair enough.
But I say if you just want to wait down at the end, I'll drive it all the way to you.
Yes, sir.
And perfect timing too. About 10 more bales. You're gonna be needing to get some more bell wrap.
I have some at the co-op. Should have told me. I'd have brought some in my pickup.
I think I got some in the shed over there.
Oh, do you? All right.
You go have yourself a fun time.
Don't wreck my truck.
What was that you said? Don't what?
Ah, that's my personal truck too. I should have brought the co-op truck. Oh, wait, no. I get to use my insurance. Remember, this is a good thing. I pay them enough, they can pay me every once in a while.
At what point do we stop claiming on your insurance there, bud?
When they knock me off my insurance.
That's true. Grant already claimed his crop, and he claimed on his buildings that got tore up during the tornadoes at his place.
Hey, all I know is when it comes to vehicle insurance, I'm required to have it by law. So unless they want to be the reason I'm breaking the law, they're going to give me insurance.
All right, I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to go to Buck's place and pick up the bell picker upper.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be out here bailing. Whoa, I ran out of roll. Big sad. I was just out here bailing, but I run out of roll, and, well, I have to go find some, and I've never put roll and baler in the game before, so we'll figure it out? Question mark? Refill bail net. R. Okay. Well, if I ever find some bail net.
Hi, Jake.
Hello. I ran out of net.
That sounds like something you would do.
Okay. Something the baler did, but geez.
Well, you ran out of something to wrap it up with, so go get something to wrap it up with.
All right. I gotta go to the store.
Don't forget to practice safe bailing. Jake, are you practicing safe bailing?
There's something about driving a baler 30 miles an hour down the road that just feels weird.
I thought you had some of that in your shed.
I'm at my shed. And at one point I did. Now I gotta see if I still do or not. Oh yeah. Hey boss.
What's going on, Jake?
Just making sure. I'm refilling the baler with standard net. Or does it take a different type?
I ain't my baler.
Good enough to me. Standard net it is.
But I say, you gotta remember, that's Buck's baler.
Well, I figured you were using it. Maybe you knew the answer. But it's alright. I put some in there. I'm on my way back. Baling this field takes way longer than I thought it would.
Why do you think I didn't want to do it anymore?
You think having a custom baler like this would be a little faster?
You have that on those big jobs.
This is a big job. I'm getting big money, right?
I'll take you for a steak dinner.
The price of steak these days? I might just have to say yes.
Well, I say, I heard them YouTube ad rates haven't been the best lately.
Hey, I don't know what you talking about. I made more in January than I did in December and November. Now, that doesn't mean what you said isn't true. It still is true.
Don't worry, Jake. I'll be back there in a little bit. I'm just getting out of Buck's place now.
Okay. I'm just down here doing hay or whatever, straw. You get the idea. You know what I think? They need to make the pickup header bigger on this. Why did they make it smaller behind the back wheels? Move it up a little, let it be in that wider open space, and widen it out. What's wrong with them?
Not gonna lie, like I think they would have been better off for that. Honest to God, they would have been better off making it the size of like not the size of a header, but like the width of the machine, like pushing it up front,
Right.
putting it up front like a combine.
Right.
And making it like that. That would have been a better design than whatever design they have there. Because you would be able to watch it feed in better. You'd be able to watch it feed in better. You'd be able to have more control over it.
I completely agree. And I kind of understand why it's the way it is, because frankly, it looks like they took a baler and they were like, let's put it on a chassis. And that was the extent of that. But if they would have pushed that feeder housing to the front, you could have had a lot better visibility and had a lot more pickup room.
Exactly. Premier, hire us. We'll help you redesign it and make it better. And you'll sell like 30 more of these a year.
Because otherwise, I kind of dig the concept. It's just the execution.
If they were to fix it like that, what they need to do, they need to take the wheels, they need to put they need to take the back wheels, put them up front, switch it to rear wheel drive like a combine.
Yeah.
And not have it such like, because the front wheel drive on that one at least, or you mean leave it front wheel drive, but make it a better driving instead of whatever the heck that is.
Yeah, right now they have like a hydraulic caster system up front.
And I can't stand those.
It's definitely strange.
What it's supposed to do is supposed to make it quicker to make like those 360 turns, but honest to God, when do you need to make a 360 turn in a baler?
I guess their theory is if you're at the edge of the end of the row and you had to turn right around, but like you don't.
Well, instead of doing like turning around like that, why not make it where the header's in front? Where guess what? All you gotta do is back up and readjust. I'm telling you, Vermeer,
you know
hire
what?
us.
They've built this thing almost as if it's a lawnmower, and that's where the problems arise.
Exactly. They built it like a zero turn too much, like almost.
Yeah. Now, if they wanted to provide a mower that was this, method, I'll say, that would be a little interesting. Zero turn mower for farm use. But I don't need that for baling.
Well, see, the zero turn mower for baling, like look at the not baling, for farm use would be your what's it called?
Well, like your MacDons, your self-propelled. Yeah. Yeah. Obvious. Yeah, that's very true.
I'm still confused on why that's the only Vermeer baler we got.
Right? Tell me about it. I hope that content update that's coming at some point includes some useful stuff. You know what? Can we talk about this real quick? I don't like the trend of stuff being in a farming simulator game previous title and then being removed from the newest title so that it can then be re-added and considered to be new content. I am tired of that trend. Can we not?
No, we cannot not do that.
Can we not remove content from the game just to then claim it's content for the game again? Like, that's lazy. I'm sorry, that's just lazy. You've already made that content. Leave it in and make something new.
Well, that's what their whole idea was. So the reason they said a lot of this stuff didn't make it in was because they were going to because they didn't have the time.
Didn't have the time to what? It's already there. I didn't have the time to leave it. I didn't have the time to leave it there, sir. Got it.
Well, no, it's not already there technically because they got to go back through. They got to do they basically got to do what farm sim modders are doing right now, and that is putting the correct textures on them and Blender and all that fun shit.
Well, I'm again, hear me out. I guess this is me being an ignorant person to the gaming world, but if your standard game experience for a previous title is blank this many pieces of equipment, I don't care if it's more work for you to then provide those pieces of equipment base game for the new title, because it should be there. It simply just should be there.
If not there, they should at least be in the mod hub for people day one ready to be downloaded.
Like, there's no reason to withhold
I
the
got-
content and then present it as new content.
I agree.
Or I guess let me clarify, not necessarily present it as new content, but present it as a marketable launch. You know what I'm saying? Present it as a marketable, hey, this is coming. No, it should have already been.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've been annoyed because there's been many a time I go to use something that was previously a base game equipment and it isn't here, and I'm like, excuse me? Let's add to the game, not take away.
But it's not fun. How do you expect them to make money? Listen, these farm sim developers aren't like ATS and have their next 50 years of employment now.
I don't know. I think they got their trend pretty well figured out here.
Exactly. They had to figure out how to make sure they were employed for the rest of their goddamn lives.
And the answer was take stuff away and then re-add it.
Exactly. Hey, Jake.
What?
How are we looking at on the bell counter?
Do you want the big number or the little number?
Little.
That was 42 right there.
Perfect. We did pretty decent then in this fields. You done?
Not
Hey,
bad.
I'm about to say, don't try to pick up the stragglers. Let's just leave it as is.
No, I'm just picking up this piece right here. I wasn't gonna go all the way back.
Oh, now you're just going to annoy Buck and leave that in there.
Look, it already had some. What are you talking
Oh.
about? That's how you pay Buck for the fuel. You leave him 18% of the straw and be like, that's for the fuel, sir. Enjoy.
No, I gave him 24 of the bales.
That's a pretty good payment.
I'm about to say, if that don't pay for it, I don't know what does.
So what you're telling me is that we've got a bit of a safety cushion. I can ram this thing into a tree or two and we'll be all right.
Actually, you know what? I already got the payment for you as well, right here.
Oh, wow. What do you want me to do with this baler? Leave it here?
We got to take it back to Buck's.
Whack. All right. Does your tractor have passenger?
No, but my truck at Buck's shop does.
Oh, fantastic.
Has a driver's seat to be driven back with.
It has it. Well, I'll just sit in your lap and it's one seat, two people, we'll be fine.
No, I need to drive
Well,
my
that's what
tractor back.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, if we didn't have passenger in your truck, there's only one seat. What else are we going to do? By the way, it almost is like that's what happens because we all get out of the driver's side like a
It feels
clown
like it.
car.
Alright, I'm going to put your 6 bales in here.
10-4 back door. I'm going to skedaddle on over to, what's his name? Bucks.
10-4.
Hey, did Grant
Alright.
say anything about his fields being sprayed today?
No, the only thing I heard from Grant was, I don't even remember what I heard from him.
Fantastic. Well,
Listen,
he may or may
when
not
you
know
look-
it, but I sprayed all of his land because he had a lot of weeds.
Listen, when you listen to that man talk as much as I do, now, at some point you're going to look at yourself and say, is what he's saying really this important? And you're just going
At
to
some
leave out
point-
about half of it.
At some point, you start half processing the words in the back of your mind, and you're just looking for key words, and you're like, "Oh, that's a key word I got to pay attention on."
I think he just said he was going to be baling today. He told me if I wanted to, I can go over there and go do some baling and stuff like that over his property.
Oh, that was him being wishful.
I'll probably send one of my kids to go do it at night or something.
How long have I known you?
Too long?
I'm a bad friend. Hey, where's Buck got a power washer at?
It can't be far.
What if we just leave it for Buck and make him even more angry so he can Andy clean it? He'll do an Andy clean segment.
I'm about to say, he'll just do an Andy clean segment. We're fine. Yeah, just leave it for
We're
him.
fine. We'll leave
Hold
it
on.
so he can have an Andy clean.
Hold on, we'll leave this over here too for
You know what
Andy
we
clean.
need? Can we? Okay. We're going to get a sign put in the server, a little Andy clean yard, like sign. And that's going to be a gift, and we're going to put it right up here in front of the tractors. Andy clean.
Yep. All right.
Am I driving that?
No, you driving the truck back.
That's not what you said to me earlier.
No, you driving my truck back is what you driving.
Okay, which one of them is your truck? The one with Kubota in the back or the other one?
The other one, the worst one.
Why is there a Kubota on the roof of the Ford, by the way?
It's a Buck question.
There.
It's Buck's farm. Like, if everything he did makes sense.
My gosh. Buddy, does this reverse LED spotlight also get you good Wi-Fi? That thing is honking huge. Does it turn? No, it's just installed slightly to the left. I have questions.
Listen, it got installed with a pack of with a 6-pack. Okay.
Yo, I'm not trying to make fun of your truck. I love it. It's great. How does it work? Does it? Yeah, it does. Look at that. By golly. If you ever need to see anything off in your right passenger mirror, you're good.
Don't worry. The reason I don't use that truck much anymore.
What, when you pull a trailer, do you tend to drag it a little tight on the right so you wanted to be able to see better at night, or what?
Again, I'm telling you, them 6-packs late at night don't help anything.
Hey, watch your eyes.
Oh wait, that thing is fake. What in the world?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I thought it was just off center.
No. I thought maybe it turns, but I can't get it to.
Hold on, let me see that thing. Let me make sure it doesn't turn. Like there's no way I did that bad of a job.
It has to turn, right? Yeah. Yes, it turns.
Okay, it turns.
It turns.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm about to say, ain't no way I got that drunk.
Oh, I tell you what, that laugh was worth all the work I did for you. Whew. You need anything else?
Does it turn on?
Yeah, it turns on. It's like the middle. There it is. That one. It's on right now. Yep, there she goes. I wonder if it was actually dark out, if we could actually see it or not. That's a terrible spotlight. What brightness you'd put on that? About 5?
Apparently
Got about 5
1.
lumens there? Yeah, only 1 lumen.
It's a 1 lumen situation, okay?
You know, per LED, you got. Jeez, you bought that one on AliExpress, did you?
Emu.
All right. If you don't need anything else, I'll get out of your hair here, Bubba.
I mean, there's plenty to do. There's tillage to do.
Oh.
I mean,
as long as the GPS is working, I'll do. If the GPS is working, I'll do tillage.
Well, depending on what field, we can't do tillage in one field.
Oh.
With GPS.
What can we do with GPS? We'll find a way.
Hold on. Do I have anything around here with pasture? Jump in the semi-truck.
I have a question. Why
is this only on my farm with pasture strip? That's a great question.
You know what? No, honestly, this is kind of tradition. You and I tend to roll around in semis everywhere we go. Anytime we go somewhere together, it's in a semi.
We ain't got nothing else in a damn pasture strip.
That's true. But don't you know, nothing but Kubota side-by-sides and Lizard trucks have passenger seats.
This is a Mack truck, so thank you very much, sir.
And apparently Mack got the gracious of having seats as well.
All right, so we got this field right here beside me, to my left. We got to cultivate this. The one to our right here, finally goes back to Austin.
Oh, okay.
So that's an Austin problem to deal with, not a mine. We also need to
held up.
Yeah, it's done. Actually, it did really. Only thing that survived the storm.
Yeah, if it got hit, it might not have. But it's a good thing it didn't hit down there.
Yeah. So we gotta do tillage on all this right here. We're currently driving over.
Yeah, I see.
And then all this back here. By the way, look at how much of a muddy mess this is. By the way.
It is. It is.
Like, you see, like the ruts it left.
Jeez. I don't know. What kind of tool do you have? Because that is. And you're going to have a good basket on the back that isn't going to clog up and is able to roll out those clunks that you're going to get up. Because it's just, otherwise, it's going to be big chunks.
Well, it's only, believe it or not, where's it worse at? Right here where the tornado hit.
It's almost like the soil was barren. Huh.
I don't know. But it's almost like we didn't have a crop there for a little bit. So we got to figure out a way what we're going to do with that. But no, we can't run GPS down there.
I'm thinking most of your land is otherwise fine, but where that tornado went through, it's a bit more soupy. It might take a couple passes through to make sure it's chopped up good. Well,
one thing I know I really want to get done, and I was going to ask you if you wanted to do it for a little bit, is do you want to run the case, the old Magnum? Do you want to run that for a little bit and hit some of the areas back there where the semi trucks and the thing was running back and forth out of, and get that compaction layer broke up? Yeah,
I can do that. I also have a tool at the co-op if we need to bring it out as well. Whatever we need.
We shouldn't. I have a subsoiler.
Okay, that'll work great then.
I'm about to say that's what it's for, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, sorry. I was looking around and make sure you didn't need lime or anything.
This right here should get the compaction layer going, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it definitely will do that. It definitely will. But then I do think you might still want to, at some point, get it with something that's going to get a little bit more fine. This is going to, with how muddy it is, it's going to be huge clumps.
Well, yeah, this is for the areas that like we were driving the semi trucks over or something like that.
Yeah.
This is if you look at the.
Oh, so you're saying spot rip? You're saying spot rip that, and then got you.
Spot rip with this. This is legitimately all this tool is used for. Like we are only spot rip with this tool because come over here or come back here.
Ooh, I love little nooks. That's fun.
Come right back here, and this right here.
Oh.
This should get it plenty of fine down.
Yeah, this is a nice landall.
About to say landall. It'll chop it. It'll keep the chop. It'll chop up the corn stalks, chop up the clumps, and it'll break everything up with this roller baskets in the back. So I'm not really worried about that. I just want to make sure the compaction layers tore up.
All right. Yeah, that'll work. Do you have the locks on? Let me check. Oh, it's fine. I'm always scared to walk around these on the hydraulic wing side.
Well, they're kind of folded on the inside. Unless they were kind of like in the middle, you're fine. Yeah, like all their weight is put on these pressure points right now, so you're kind of good on that.
Yep.
You want to go start that real fast, and let's try and knock out some of this tillage. I'll go hook this up to a tractor.
You said the little case in there? I get to go through the little nook again. Whee! I love these.
Okay, you get to choose the little case or the John Deere. Figure out which one you want to use.
Case or the John Deere. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to try to find the big John Deere to put on that cultivator.
Okay.
Found a big deer.
Okay. I might run the Deere too, just to be honest. I think it's going to be a little smoother.
No, be honest. You only did that because you saw how much diesel was in that one. You didn't feel like filling it up with diesel.
No, I did not even get in the case. I'm going to be honest. I looked at the wheelbase and decided that the Deere was probably going to be a smoother ride for me.
Probably, yeah.
Now I got to figure out how to sneak into the barn. You're like me. I park things in the way.
That's not in the way. You just got to know how to maneuver.
That sounds about right. All right. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
You didn't need to hit any of those bearings with grease or some WD-40 or anything, did you?
If they did, we'll find out when we find the shanks on the ground.
That when you're operating the landall and you're feeling lazy and you hear the bearings start getting a little loud, so you just close the window and turn up the radio.
I'm about to say, listen. If you realize I didn't jump for the case the case tractor, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason I didn't jump for the case, the big case right now. And that might be because there's a $34,000 repair bill for it.
Yeah. I have the same situation with some of my equipment back at the co-op. I need to go and get it fixed. I just lose track of time.
Is it lose track of time or you just don't want to pay that money?
It's a bit of both.
Mine is I don't want to pay the money.
It's a bit of both.
Oh, see, I'll admit it fully. I just don't want to pay the money.
Well, see, I lose track of time, and then I go, oh, shoot, that needs fixed. And then I see the repair bill, and I go, oh, I don't want to pay that.
Oh, so the way you did your taxes.
You're not wrong. I don't want to pay that, but I don't have a choice. I should have brought some snacks out here in my tractor.
Starting to get hungry?
Yeah, you know me.
But do I? Do I really?
At least a little bit. I'm out here doing this like it's a rodeo grounds.
All right, Jake, how we looking?
Looks pretty good, you ask me.
Oh, whoa. Control.
Well, now whose insurance handles that?
I don't know, but the tractor just legitimately shut off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it just shut off on me.
What, do you know why?
No, I do not. I was going down the road, it just shut off.
Okay, well, do you have fuel?
Yeah, we have fuel. Watch, I can turn it back on, watch. I can drive it back. But we completely lost power. Not only did we lose power, we lost brake.
It seemed to have lost steer.
Well, when the power got shut off, the steering wheel got locked.
Yeah, jeez. I don't know what would cause that, but that's not a fun one.
I think she might need to go to the John Deere dealership.
You might want to have them look at that, because that's if you're going down the highway. What's the road gear on this?
32.
Yeah, if you're going 32 and your steering locks up, your brakes don't work, you lose all hydraulic pressure, so it seems by that regard, like none of that is a good situation.
Well, that's not even the worst part, dude. Like, it's only got 13 hours on her.
That is not high hours.
Nowhere near it.
No, that is interesting. In fact, I've got equipment with more hours than that by far.
I'm saying, with her shutting off like that, the worst part is she's not fully, but she's over 70% worked on.
How much horsepower do you need to pull this?
300 minimum.
300 minimum.
The case
what do
will
I
do it.
have?
I'm not worried about it.
Oh, okay.
The case will pull it, but I don't like losing that tractor, especially right before the end of the year.
Yeah, well, what I was going to say is we have a 7R that has 388 horsepower if you need to pull anything to pull with.
Okay. Yeah, looks like you did a pretty good job here, bud.
It did all right. Got some rocks now, unfortunately. But I went down that way, hit most of the ruts and stuff. I didn't get all the combine ruts down and back, but I got the main where the semis and all were.
I'm about to say, you want the semis, that area, because you want that compaction layer. Because where the combine goes, that's okay.
Yep, and that's, so it should all be good.
Yeah. Look at that drop-off right there.
My goodness.
I think we can go put this stuff up. I got done with that one field. Didn't take as long as I thought it would, but I guess I need to go in front of you so I don't try to hit you again, apparently.
Yeah, I'll follow you.
I don't want that repair bill.
I'll tell you this. It's a good thing I had the forks to protect me. Cough, I guess? We'll say that.
I don't know what protected you, but the only thing I can say is this deer.
I'll tell you what. I know what protected me. Every single person that hit the like button.
I was going to say the Formal Mods website is what protected you from getting a bad virus.
Yeah, that's right. These mods are so good that they can take a front-end collision. Only mods like these found at FormalMods.com, the mod site built by farm sim players for farm sim players.
All right, buddy. You have a good one. I'll see you later. I appreciate the help.
Not a problem.
I'm gonna go surf the internet to see if I can either figure out a new tractor or something.
Well, good luck with that one.
I don't know. I'm gonna go look at Formal Mods and see if they got anything.
Good idea. Ooh, I don't know if this is a bad sign, but I hit my head directly on the bale spike immediately after you said that.
We don't got workman's comp around here. Get out of here.
That's fine. I'll go bleed on my own property.
Please do.
I'll make it so you bleed on yours.
Underlay.
I thought bulls don't like red. My truck is blue. Is this where I found out bulls are colorblind? Well, I suppose. Back to fighting this darn shed door. When we started earlier and we were on the phone, behind me in the background was my shed door closing on top of my John Deere spreader and smushing it into the ground. It was not a pretty sight.
Oof.
I made an oopsie.
You made a what?
I'm a big kid now. That's better.